Alright, we're here in our Chalet double slide truck camper, and we want to do another mod right here on this center island. As you see, we would actually like to have either more counter space and or additional seating space for people. And what we want to do right here is have a shelf that flips up about so big. We want it as big as we can get it, but still have room to walk around it with the dinette. One of the challenges is you can't get this countertop material. So you have to choose a different material, and what we've chosen is bamboo. So we're going to make a nice bamboo, basically a flip-up counter, and install it right here. So we'll see you when the install happens. Faberware solid bamboo cutting boards. Now I'm going to take these three and cut them to length and width, glue them together, and then put together a system that will hook this up, and it'll be a perfect dining table. First thing we have to do is square this edge so that we can put it on the table saw and rip it to the right width and the right length. So I'm going to use a joint. Perfect, nice straight edge. Now that I have the edge, one edge, this isn't curved, now that I have this one edge straight, it's time to rip the three cutting boards to the exact width, so when I put them all together, it's 35 inches. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now that they're all ripped to the right width, now I have to square one edge, this edge. It's curved also. After I cut it square on each one, then I can actually cut the exact length. Now that I have three sides cut, I have to cut the actual length to the most I can get out of the cutting board, which is about 20 inches. The next thing we got to do to glue these together is put some biscuit joints in it. These are little biscuits that you put in the joint at all these points. So you see all these lines I made on both joints. So now I have to take a biscuit joiner and cut a slot in the edge. And I'll show you what it looks like. You line up with the line I made. And then when you're gluing it up, there's the slot it made. You put the biscuit in. That aligns the two boards, and this swells up with the glue and tightens your joint. So I'm going to do that on all these edges. Alright, time to start gluing up. Biscuits in. Don't want to forget those. And get all the surfaces. nice and flat. The edges are all lined up. Good. Now we can just let it dry for a few hours. Then we can come back and clean off the glue, do some sanding, routering of the edges. We'll be good. All right, now that it's all glued together, and I've done a rough sanding, I'm radiusing the corners on the bandsaw, on the sander. Sanding. Beautiful. Now a coat of satin polyurethane. Okay, now that the bamboo shelf itself is made, I need to have supports, so that when you lift the shelf, pivot it up, these supports will pivot out under and rest on it. So this is the shape of what I'm going to make. I glued some wood together, and now I'm just tracing it onto this piece of wood. I made two of them. Before I traced it, I made sure this edge and this edge were nice and square. So I'm going to have an actual piano hinge here that will allow it to pivot, and the table will rest out here. And another hinge is going to be here, holding up the table that pivots up. So I need two of these. Now I'm going to sand down to the line I drew and smooth it all out. Coats of polyurethane on everything. All right, now it's time to put the hinges on the edges of these parts. We have all the parts made. These will be some flip out supports, and this is the nice bamboo cutting board, all ready to go for tabletop with hinges. So now it's time for the install. It's the first old location. That's the first screw. Perfect. The other shelf will attach to the underneath here, come across and rest right on here. Perfect, fits right in there, nice and flush. Now for the other side. Well, here it is, the final project. It's all installed. I have benches so that we could sit here if we wanted to eat here, or just have additional storage space. Plus, there's plenty of room to walk beside it. So it accomplished exactly what I wanted. There we go. The only thing left is I want to get a magnet or a piece of Velcro to hold it down like that so it doesn't move during travel. Other than that, it's all set.